Not live. Okay. We tried to put this live up before, it wouldn't let us, so now they let us do it. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm going to put it up here so therefore I can read your comments as I'm going. Oh, let me put up my girls. Put the girls away. My Hooters collection. Don't want nobody to get distracted here. Yeah, this last year's Hooters calendar. What's up, Michelle's daughter? Now, oh yeah, this is the old camera. This is the one that got to focus and refocus. I forgot to set the settings on it just so I can have one up here. I'm trying to give people a chance enough to get up here before we get started. Because I hate when I jump right in and people be like, what's happening? So people, if you watching this video later, this was a live stream. Sorry you missed it. Now, we love Captain Jack. Captain Jack is one of our favorites because he's real. He played the game with heart. And a lot of people play this game and they're good. They have great talent and everything else. They just don't have the heart to go along with it. And you recognize those who had the heart and played the game like that. You give them a certain level of respect. They never going to be the face of the league because they won't let them be. Kobe is about as close as you going to get. Kobe, Jordan, they had way amount of heart. You know, it's not too many guys like that they going to let, be the face of the league. Because they come from places that the league going to say, you come from the grind. But Captain Jack was one that was ride or die from the jump. And a lot of people didn't recognize him until the doggone brawl thing kicked off. Once that kicked off, then everybody knew who Captain Jack was, and that was that. Yes, I am still going to do oh, that's Jay Prince. I decided to put it on that the dude claimed that we were saying he was our God and stuff. Just to rub it in his face. But the guy don't even know that I know James Prince. I know Mr. Prince. Sorry. Did he forget Mr. Prince was also in the boxing game? So because Mr. Prince was in the boxing game, I knew a lot of them. Now, last year, in the NBA Finals, the way LeBron acted, Steven Jackson, oh yeah, my Japanese candy. This is good. Eating candy from Japanese. Japanese candy! But anyway, Steven Jackson pointed out the fact that, hey, what's up, Mr. Hogan's? I see you. He pointed out the fact, hey, listen, LeBron James was wrong. LeBron James, I don't care what nobody say. You don't do that to your teammates when that in that NBA Finals. He called him out, and it got a lot of attention. And I'm quite sure it got LeBron James' attention. Now, besides the fact it got LeBron James' attention, it set off a chain reaction. Big Jeff Bones said he got a video out that he wants people to check out. LeBron did a show that had Steven Jackson on it, where he talked about what was going on with the NBA as far as the brawl and everything that all these things that was happening. If you can, Jeff, tell these subs you got a YouTube page and what your video is about. You can tell them in the chat. That's right, John Hogan. I have a video with Mr. Prince from this day. We gave away 6 books signed by James Prince himself for free to the subscribers. 6 books. Now, here's the situation with Mr. Jackson. Captain Jack, ever since he's been on that show, has been capping for LeBron like I've never seen before in my life. And what he's saying is kind of true, but he's letting a lot of stuff go by. That I don't think he would have let go by if anybody else had done it. That's how a winning player treat the regular season. This is just getting in tune for the playoffs. That's it. But the scenario is this. Captain Jack said about LeBron, and it just really blew my mind when I was looking at it. He said LeBron James is being targeted. Like they're targeting LeBron. They talking about all the stuff he doing. They trying to find everything else. His numbers are still there and all this stuff. I'm just like, is he blowing away the fact? And he's actually ignoring the fact they actually are on this blame the coach thing with Luke Walton. Now, we don't know if Luke Walton is a bad coach or not. We really don't. He was with Golden State. I'm quite sure that was the players that went on that winning streak. We wouldn't give that credit to Luke. But Luke was there when they won 35 games with Alonzo Ball. We don't know what Luke can do. So was it Ty Lue's fault last year? They got to the NBA Finals, but people blame Ty Lue. Man, they got to get rid of Ty, man. Ty Lue don't know what he's doing. No. LeBron don't know what he's doing. Captain Jack told me LeBron don't need to be coached. Certain players, he probably know more than the coach, so he probably knows more than the coach. That might be true. He might know more than the coach. But we've seen this, Captain Jack, we've seen this on every walk in life. Everybody out there, blue collar, or whether you're in the office or whatever, you have a team lead, you have a supervisor, or somebody who's in charge, and you got that one person that's supposed to do what the boss say do. If you got a person that's in charge, that's the star of the team, and he ain't listening to the coach, he doing what he want to do, how many of those other guys you think are going to do or follow the same suit as LeBron? They're going to be like, man, well, he ain't got to listen to the coach. Shoot, I ain't going to have to listen to the coach either. You see, it's a cynical league. The league is very cynical. We're living in a cynical time. The league is very cynical. The players are cynical. And that's like, if they can do it, why can't I? And that's the mentality they taking out there on the court. They see this guy disrespect the coach, disrespecting the team, thinking it's all about him. The way he does interviews, talking about him versus them. He's wording it that way because that's what he means. He means it that way. He ain't sitting around talking about some, instead of saying we and us, he talking about me and them. Well, they got to do this. They got to do that. I'm like, they? And you tell me LeBron James didn't need to be coached. Let me give you a stat, Captain Jack, off the top of my dome. LeBron James, in his 9th season, that's when he went to the Miami Heat. Am I correct? Didn't he play like 8 years in Cleveland before he went to Miami, where he won his 3rd MVP in 9 years and went up against the Dallas Mavericks? He was a 3-time MVP. 3 times in 9 years in the league. He was a 3-time MVP of the National Basketball League in his first 9 years. And he played You said it was 6 or 7 years, right? I know he had some MVPs. He came in the league in what, 03? They played him in 012. So it had to be about 7, 8 years. I know he had to have about at least 3 MVPs at that point. But anyway, he had 3 MVPs to my knowledge. And the fact is, he's playing in the NBA Finals on a super-powered team, the Miami Heat, that had D-Wade, Bosh, all the scorers in the world. It's a mini all-star team going against the hapless Dallas Mavericks. The team with a bunch of retiring players and misfits. And you know what they did? They dominated. They dominated the Miami Heat. And how did they dominate LeBron James? It's because LeBron James did not know and could not recognize defenses. He had won like 3 MVPs in the league and could not recognize a defense to save his life. Couldn't recognize the defense. And they knew it. The Dallas Mavericks knew Steve, what's his name, Carlisle, he knew LeBron James cannot recognize defenses. Eric Esposito was trying to run the plays that they run in Miami. Pat Riley is a stickler to the rules of running the plays he designed. He wants you to spend a whole summer learning a playbook this thick where they run plays. They run a certain amount of plays out of their sets. And they will run those plays all night long. Once LeBron got there, that book was out the window. And Captain, if you don't believe me, ask any coach, ask anybody that ever played for the Miami Heat during the LeBron's era. What happened when he was on the Heat and when they were there the year before? What happened with those plays? Those plays were changed and thrown away. And the reason why is because LeBron ain't finna learn no playbook. He's not one of those type of players that can sit around and learn a playbook. He's somebody that has to learn from playing. He learns better from a subject than he does from an object. He's a subject-oriented learner. And that means he learns better from a person and just playing the game, than actually reading and going to X's and O's. He ain't good with that. It's not good. That's not his MO. Now, LeBron is a blacktop basketball player. Could not make the transition. His athleticism is what got him and carried him all of those years. He was very athletic. For his size to be able to move that way, that was his God-given ability. And he was able to get to positions and jump out of the building and do all these different things. But the actual game of basketball, he played it naturally. You know, his passing is his best attribute to me. Now, the problem was when you play against a team that's organized, certain teams who are very smart and who have very smart coaches who have the personnel, they can take everything away from you and put you in bad predicaments. The Miami Heat, yeah, okay, they were. Miami Heat thought for sure they were going to run right through Dallas. They came out and they saw something different. LeBron James, instead of accepting the challenge, cowered under the pressure. The Dallas Mavericks used the Matrix. Sean Marion, who was in the twilight of his years. We all remember the Matrix back when he was playing up against Kobe Bean Bryant and all those guys when he was down in Phoenix. Those was his heydays. These are his old retirement days. They got Jason Terry, Jason Kidd. These are guys that's going to retire. They take LeBron out to pastures. They put zone mixed with man on LeBron James. LeBron James was lured into a trap every time he had the basketball. LeBron wanted to bring the ball up every time, and it would change the looks, and it would confuse him, and he would just be standing there with the ball, and he would make the right pass out of the situation because he would not attack if he wasn't on the left side of the court. Smart coaches know LeBron's on the left side, he's going to drive. LeBron does not drive when he's on the right side of the court. He's going to try to pass out of it. So we got to change the look. We got to change the looks of the zones. They would switch to man. They was going to 2-3 zone. They did that too, but they did go man sometimes. But the problem was, the main problem for LeBron was that he had a long arm defender on him that he couldn't get by, who made it difficult for him, and Sean Marion. When you have the right personnel that can guard the person, then they kept giving him different people on him who played him differently. And they made LeBron give up the ball to somebody else who's taking the shots. And meanwhile, LeBron's not scoring because he's not being aggressive, because he doesn't know what's the right play. It's mental. And Captain Jack, I'm going to tell you just like this, Captain. And I want you to find somebody who was on that team of the Miami Heat after that series was over, and they got beat. When they got beat, 2 guys was in the gym. LeBron James and who else? He's from Duke. There you go, Colin. Shane Battier. So Battier was there. Exactly. Battier and LeBron was in the gym. LeBron was a little down. He told LeBron, he said, listen, I'm going to show you and I'm going to teach you. I know you can't recognize the defenses. He told him, he said, I'm watching. I see you can't recognize. I'm going to teach you how to recognize defenses. Shane Battier, who went to Duke, taught LeBron James how to recognize defenses in the league. Started to teach him so that LeBron would know what kind of defensive set the opposition was in. LeBron never went to school, and he did well not knowing the defenses that were out there on the floor. But smart coaches who have the players and the personnel will beat you. And this is why he lost to the Boston Celtics all those years. This is why he couldn't get by him. So when Captain Jack, you tell me LeBron James don't need a coach. He did need a coach. And had he probably listened to a coach in these last 3 to 4 or 5 years, who knows? He might have won a lot more. LeBron never stepped up to the challenge. He guarded Jason Kidd the majority of the playoff series so he could piggyback. He's been doing this his entire career. He never stepped up to accept the challenge to face or defend the person that was guarding him. He heard me do that video saying LeBron has never guarded anybody his entire career. His entire career, he's done it. Everybody think, oh, he just started out playing defense. No, he wasn't playing defense his entire career. His entire career. He guarded Jason Kidd when Sean Marion was lighting his butt up on the other end of the court. He was guarding LeBron and was scoring on the other end. You wanted to guard Jason Kidd, who was 40 and wasn't even trying to score. LeBron gets in trouble when he got to play teams he can't hide from. He couldn't hide from the Warriors. Everybody touches the ball and moves the ball. You got to guard either Draymond or KD. He's going to be, I'm going to guard Dre. So he gets stuck. Whenever he got to guard a team that's very athletic, he's going to have trouble. I told him when they played the Brooklyn Nets, he's going to have trouble. There's nobody there for him to guard. Everybody touches the ball. When they play the Indiana Pacers, he gonna have trouble here. Because Thaddeus Young, he gonna be stuck with Thaddeus Young. He can't guard nobody else. Everybody touches the ball and they move. They don't play 2-3 guys gonna play, and the other guy ain't gonna get but 2 shots. So he can't piggyback. He gonna have to play. And that's gonna wear his old butt down. So if LeBron played in the 90s, he would average 6-7 points and come off the bench. He might have a game to get 15. LeBron would come off the bench. His confidence would be taken. They would take his balls from him because all his crying and whining will mean nothing. Driving to the hole, trying to push off, they knock that ball down your throat and put you on the ground, son. You had big guys in the lane then. You had nothing but big boys in the league then. Them were all men. They ain't play no games. They ain't play that driving to the hole. You got an easy dunk. On my video I got coming up that I shot on the other camera, I'm going to explain to you why LeBron James isn't in the same category. I give you the best reasons that have never, ever been mentioned on ESPN and Fox Sports 1, everything. The biggest reasons why he is not in the category of the Jordans and the Kobes, all of the greats. I'm going to explain to you why, and you're going to be shocked. They have never mentioned it before ever. I actually give you 2 great reasons, and neither one of them have ever been mentioned. That shot in 4K. You're going to get the full 4K experience on that one. Now, granted, that video was shot about in February sometime. So that's going to be quite interesting because that was shot in February. like Captain Jack actually saved that guy in a doggone strip club one time. I think I told y'all that story, but yeah, Captain Jack, he was wild. He had them big Beaumont, Texas dudes with him. They probably ain't from Beaumont, but they some Texas boys. Them some big boys. But still, you messing with a bunch of D boys in there. You know, it goes down. He said he was gonna talk about that stuff too. The shooting and everything. Oh yeah, that's gonna be Space Jam too. LeBron gonna replace he gonna replace the whole Lakers with nothing but Looney Tune characters. So he can win an NBA championship. Come here. What's up, Brian? Yo, Bugs. I want to win an NBA championship. We can't win with this team here. I tell you what, I'll come play. I'll bring Daffy. I'll get the rest of the team. We'll take Kyle Kuzma. Done. Take them all. Take them all, Bugs. I need winners. But what about the coach? We can replace him too. This is despicable. Oh man. Doggone, Bron. My man be out there with 2 pistols on the side. Bah, 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 bah. Doggone it. No good, doggone Raptors. Gonna put them in the cage. Can't bring a pistol on the court. Why not? Dang damn it. Will I be going to watch that? Hell no. Yeah, you can donate to the page. Click the link in the description box. Hit up Streamlab. If Streamlab don't work for you, find out why. They have a feedback place there, a help button on there. And definitely, most definitely, you guys got Cash App. You can hit up the Cash App. No, it would be out the summer of 2001. I mean, summer of 2020. I said 2001. Jesus, I must be really tired. 2020. Chicago had its first sunny day of 2000 and what's it? 2020, 2019 or whatever year it is. Once LeBron was eliminated from the playoffs, the sky was all dark. It just lightened up. We had the biggest light display in the history of this world. Featuring Danny Boy. Oh man. Well, anyway, I'm out. y'all have a great one. It's been fun.